Now, what the Farage moments? We keep hearing these speeches from European leaders, well, not the Germans particularly, obviously, because they keep pretty quiet. But we keep hearing Ursula von der Leyen and others saying we're going to end the import of oil from Russia and ultimately perhaps gas too. And they come out as if it's some sort of virtue signal. And what is interesting is actually Europe has bought a little bit less when it comes to energy from Russia since they launched the war in Ukraine. The thing is, though, the price is that much higher. It looks on the face of it like Russian revenues could even be bigger. Well, joining me is lead analyst at the Centre for Research on Energy and Clean Air, down the line from Warsaw, Lauri Myllyvirta, if I've pronounced that correctly. Lauri, good evening and welcome to GB News.
Good evening, thank you.
So the point I was making is that since the Ukraine war began, we've obviously seen a very large leap in energy prices, and in the case of gas, it was beginning to happen before. I know that Russia has found some new markets. China's buying more, for example. But is it true? Is the claim true that EU countries are actually paying Russia more than they were before the war began?
Certainly. So energy prices were up quite a bit on year already before the invasion started, before the panic on the energy markets, before the self-sanctioning by some energy companies and so on. And on top of that, compounding it, you have everything that has happened since. The EU has managed to reduce imports in volume terms by about 20%, but that's much less than the prices have gone up. There is still an impact because Russian oil is trading at a discount of 30% compared with oil from other sources. So there is an impact, and the EU's ban on oil imports is only going to kick in over the next six months. So we're going to see more of an impact. But over these 100 days, it's still a lot of money that went from the EU to Russia.
And how do you feel? I mean, there you are in Warsaw, and I know the Polish position on Putin's behaviour has been very, very strong, not just since the invasion of Ukraine, but before as well. How do you feel as Polish people being partnered with, dare I say it, German hypocrites?
It's been clear that Poland, Baltic countries, Finland, which is where I'm from, have been a lot faster to move on this and have taken the lead. Of course, it's more acute. Putin has been very clear that he's out to take what is theirs, and it's very clear to people in Poland and in Finland what that means. That means he doesn't intend to stop in Ukraine. So I think that sense of urgency is felt less in Berlin, but also Germany has started from a very bad starting point where they thought that this energy trade would be something that would in fact deter Russia from doing exactly what it's doing now. And now what we're seeing is only thing that it's deterring is Germany acting more strongly. So that's a massive miscalculation that the country, I hope, is working to reverse.